Alright, sorry about that. I don't know what happened, so let's try this again. If you were on the last video, sorry about that. But if not, welcome back to the Dinner Tonight Cook-Along. Welcome to a part of my kitchen. I'm Joss'n. I'm the Frio County Extension Agent, as well as I'm part of the fabulous Dinner Tonight content team. If you're new to Dinner Tonight, make sure to check out all our fabulous resources. We have our website, which is dinnertonight.tmu.edu, as well as our social media platforms. We have, of course, Facebook, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, and if I'm forgetting anything, go to our website because they're all on top. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our weekly email newsletter blast, where you can get all our weekly content. So because every week we have new content being released. So make sure to subscribe and enlist in our email blast. And if you're a follower, thank you for coming back. So today's cook-along is a short and sweet demo. If you have a sweet tooth, this demo is for you. It is the apricot blueberry yogurt dessert. It's also known as a parfait. So it can double up. So if you want to do, you can meal prep it, which I have my little mason jars. We're gonna use my little mason jars today and prep for the week. And if you need help prepping for the week, we do have a weekly planner schedule on our Dinner Tonight website that you can buy. So I will put that in the comment below, actually. Oh, thanks, Joss'n. I will wait my dessert. But today's dessert. So if you haven't checked out the week, we have content released every day. So today, if you haven't checked, we had a how to build a yogurt parfait, how to make it healthier, and I will go over that as we go along. But we're also giving tips about blueberries. So this week's ingredient of the week is blueberry. So make sure to check out our post and all our helpful tips to get those blueberries for you. But let's get started. What you're gonna need for today's, of course, before you get any time to get started, clean your surfaces, clean all your areas, wash your produce if you have produce, the way we do. And today's ingredients include apricots. Now, apricots are seasonal. Well, so is all produce, but I will say I had trouble looking for apricots. So luckily for this one, if you don't have fresh apricots, you can use dry. So dry apricots look like these. And I actually sliced and cubed them up because of my container. So if you saw the recipe, we posted the recipe yesterday. If not, I also have it in the link below. And it asks for it to be sliced. But because of today's recipe, I actually pre-cut them and they're in little cubes because of the container. You're also going to need blueberries. So of course, before you mix your blueberries, you're going to want to clean them and rinse them out. And you're going to need apricot preserve. So what's the difference between preserve? Can't really tell, but preserve and jelly and jams. Well, they all have a different consistency. They also have different nutritional value, and they're also made differently. So preserves, what I can tell you, preserves do have more fruit. So you are getting a lot of fruit in today's parfait. But what you're gonna need, first of all, you're gonna need your preserve. You're gonna put it in a container, and then you're gonna put it in the microwave for about 15 to 30 seconds, just to melt it down, because before it's always clumpy, and when you microwave it, it's gonna be nice and liquidy. Then, you'll get your blueberries and combine them. Today I already mixed them together, and you're just gonna mix them all and make sure all the blueberries, and the light's kind of shiny, is completely coated. Then you're gonna need your yogurt. So today's yogurt, we asked for low-fat Greek yogurt. So if you looked in our how to build a healthier parfait, one of that little helpful tips was to choose a low-fat yogurt, and preferably Greek, because Greek yogurts tend to have more protein. Just a little fun fact. So you are gonna need yogurt, and you're gonna need granola. What kind of granola? You're gonna need low-fat granola. So I will say, this is my first time shopping for granola. It can be a little overwhelming, but like any ingredient you buy, read the labels, and they give you fun information as well as nutritional information that you need to know to make better decisions. So I got a low-fat granola. All you have to do is read the descriptions. And that's what you're gonna need first. For your toppings, you're gonna use almonds. Today's almonds are slivered cut. You can get sliced, you can use whole, whatever kind of almonds is gonna be for the topping. And then you're gonna top it with apricots. And you can use fresh or dry. but I'm gonna put this aside. What you first need are these. So for cross-contamination, if you remember one of my videos, you kind of want a container for each. You also want a utensil for each. Try not to mix them. You have your container, of course. If you're meal prepping, you can lay them out in a row and make a little assembly line. Today I'm just going to do one, but you get the idea. You're going to start off with your yogurt. Now I'm going to actually use 2 bowls because it can be a little tricky to get in there because it's so small. So I'm going to have my spoon and then my little spatula to scoop it down. You're going to start with your yogurt and paste it down. And then you want to spread it out as best as you can. Of course, if you have a bigger container, it'll be a little easier to spread out. But spread it out. You're going to make layers. Alright. Then you're going to put your blueberry preserve mixture. So again, you're going to scoop it out. And you just want to spread them out as best as you can, making little layers. And then you're going to top your granola. You just sprinkle it on, again making a layer. I kind of try to spread it out. You don't want too much unless you like crunchy. So I will also say that if you do like crunch, because I'm more of a salty person than I am dessert, this is also going to hit the spot because the almonds and the granola give you that crunch that you need. And there's different flavored granolas out there. Fun fact when I was researching. So you can get different flavor out there. So you're going to layer again. So for my container, because I've done this over a few times, it takes like 2 or 3 layers, depending how thick of a layer you put. But you just want to get it in there. And again, you can meal prep it for the week and just grab it on the go for breakfast. Or if you're craving something really sweet, this is perfect. And on Friday, if you wait for our Friday post, we're going to post information about natural occurring sugars versus added sugars. So this one has a lot of natural because there's fruit and dairy in there. So, little fun fact, wait for Friday to get more information. It comes with a video so you can watch it. It's a short video, it's about 2 or 3 minutes. And you don't have to get so technical. I'm one of those people that has like, I have to have it all covered. Just spread it out. And then you don't need to clean it up as you go, but again, me being a little perfectionist, I'm cleaning up my corners. So again, you're gonna layer your blueberries, preserve mixture. And you can totally mix this up too. If you wanna use, today's an apricot preserve, there's different preserves out there. You can do raspberry, pineapple, I mean, whatever's in season for sure. Because then I would do whatever you put for your topping, like today we had apricot, I would try to get the same flavor preserve for that. So if you're gonna top with raspberries, maybe get a raspberry preserve. Or maybe mix it up all together. I don't know, get a little creative. If you have tried this before, you should comment below and tell us what you think. And if you have made your own parfaits, let us know what you put in there. I mean, everyone can get really creative. We have our granola. I'm trying to spread it out. Okay, so hopefully you can see there's the little layers. There's the parfait, the yogurt, the granola. You want it in layers. So I think I'm going to do one more layer and then top it. If you make a mess, just clean it up. Always clean your surfaces as best as possible. And then spread it out. Yeah, this will definitely be my last layer for the parfait. My little mason jar. And you can use any container. I'm just a mason jar collector. Maybe you all are the same. I just like the containers. And you get to see the layers. So, one more layer of blueberries. Mix it in there. blueberries, there's a lot of nutritional information about blueberries. We also have a link, if you want to see our Monday post, we had a link from our Path to the Plate. They had 5 things to know about, some fascinating facts. So make sure to go on our Monday post and click on that link so you can read all about it. And if you ever mess with apricots, so the first time I did this recipe, I used fresh apricots. And luckily, if you've seen, we had like a few weeks ago, Odessa presented about apricots, which is a stone fruit. And she went over some tips of how to get out the pit, the little stone in the middle. So make sure to check out those resources too, right? We have all of this available on our Dinner Target website and Facebook page. Okay, so we're done with these. I'm gonna put these back. And now we have our almonds. So you're just gonna top it in there. Okay, I put maybe a little too much almonds. But if you like crunch, there's your protein. And then your apricots. So I'm gonna try to use a spoon, but you might have to use your fingers because dried fruit can get a little sticky after cutting it. So place it out in there, spread it out to make it as pretty as possible. Put one more. Again, you can cut your apricots any way you want. Today I kind of cubed them because of my container. In the recipe photo, I sliced them. So there you go. And then what's optional, if you need extra sweetness, to me this is pretty sweet as it is. But if you need extra sweetness, you can put a little bit of honey or agave. So which one is up to you? Of course, up to you. Honey tends to have a little bit more nutrition, but I think agave has less calories. So again, read your labels. But it's about half a teaspoon. I do have a teaspoon, but you know how honey gets. It gets a little hard to measure. So just do like a slight, that's good enough. You don't want to put too much honey because, again, it has pretty much a lot of sugar, natural sugar mostly for the most part. But we are done with our parfait. Ta-da! Now it doesn't look maybe better from the top. My photo looked a little bit better. But definitely check out the parfait. They're easy to do. You can make them and meal prep them for the week. As many containers. The recipe calls for 4 servings, so you can have at least 4 for the week. There's a lot of nutritional information. Wait for Friday where we talk about added sugars versus natural sugars. And yeah, make sure to check resources. We have resources about the apricot, which is a stone fruit, blueberries, our parfait, how to build a better parfait. There's a lot of nutritional information on there. And don't forget to like this video and share it. But that's all I have for the week. Bye!